What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to do PRIMOS from AWA Upshot 304 by Madrigal, Carlo Barberi, and Reber. Before we go in, please like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. Okay, let's dive in. I enjoyed the first two reviews, the books that I've read and made a review of. And we're going to continue. There's some small problems here, but we're going to address that. So I believe this girl is Gina, I believe. Gina, she's being, harassed by white racists. I mean, that's what I'm guessing, right? Because she's calling them in the last issue. I had some problem with that, but, So then these guys come out of a portal, kills these guys, and then just leaves. And then the police comes and she says, about slaughtering 6 white guys for etc. She's being arrested. I'm getting a little annoyed while people just using the word white guy a lot. At some point it becomes a slur. Just change it to guys, make it neutral, right? Imagine if you are constantly saying those black guys or those Asian guys. It has some nastiness behind this at some point. But that's my opinion. Maybe I'm a little bit nitpicking here, but we don't have to address the race all the time. It's pretty obvious that they are white, right? So then Javier here, I believe that's how you say his name, with his uncle, comes out of a portal and he says, "Hey man, we don't really have donut time. I need to save my brother like now." But then he says, "Hey, just come in," and he just closes, and he has also some kind of a fake employee. And then he's doing his James Bond thing. The walls are opening up and there is, weapons. Like John Wick, but then different. And he says, "Holy crap, where'd you get all this?" "It's part of all my narcos weapons relocation program. Let's just say the previous owners don't need them anymore." So yeah, he's not a good... Is he a good guy? I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, so he says... take whatever you want and can handle what size. Basically, he talks about his shoe size. But then Javier says, "Hey, we have superpowers, right?" But then he says, "Look, from what you explained, we are up against some pretty bad dudes. Your choice. But from my experience, it's better to have a grenade than need a grenade." So then he gives him this makeup. "You give me makeup?" And then he explains that, if he has experience from, he lost a member, a person that he loves, and I believe this is his girlfriend would be, right? And he lost her because he wasn't careful enough. So they're teleporting away to this grotto. And and then he makes a joke like, "Better watch what we touch. Pretty sure if we move the wrong thing, a large boulder will start rolling at us." I have this Indiana Jones thing. Yeah, there's some references through movies and other things, even other comics, which is not really bad, but it's a little bit on the nose. And so he places his staff in this, I don't know, hole, I guess. The door opens up and then, oh no, we have, one of the brothers is doing, I don't know, a Jedi mind trick, elevating or levitating rocks. And he says, "Come, you wasted precious time." Because they have to fight their brother, right? Of his brother. So Lorenzo says, I believe Lorenzo is the youngest brother, his brother that he needs to save. I forgot his name. I don't know. I just forget his name. Sorry. He says, "Why partner me with a little kid? What's the strategy here?" So Javier is a little bit offended by that. So Janab is saying, Ricky Pascal. Duh. Okay. "Why have you diverted from your task? I thought I made it clear the future of this planet depends on your efforts." "Well, as the adult with a lot of experience taking on world's worst criminals, I thought it would be a good idea from us to maybe get some weapons." So Janab says, "Hey, I got some weapons here, and but those are more like ancient weapons." So he says, "How's any have this primitive crap better than bullets. I have laser sights and automatics. These are very manual. So Janab says, your spear possesses all the power you would ever require. So he goes on through some, I don't know, explaining and tutorial, as it says here. And then he says, just release the energy. And then it seems that the spear can do many, many things because it also have the symbols on it. So every symbol has maybe different powers. And also he explains that Javier, while he is doing his powers, basically they are siphoning off each other. So the more powerful the kid gets, the more powerful, the other one gets. And they're only now missing the third member, which is Gina, right? And he also gets some, more weaponry here. And also he explains to Javed that this staff can do many, many more things, like, I know, teleporting. And he says, not only can you see the future, but the future looks back at you. The staff cuts through space and time. So he says, hey, give this to Gina, and then everything will be fall into place, right? But then Gina is being, I don't know, threatened by this cops that wants to kill her, which is really out of character. And he says, tell me why I shouldn't kill you right now. She says, laws, your oath, due process. Where do you want me to stop? And then, I don't know, the alarm goes off and he says, watch if she moves, shoot her, and say she tried to go for your gun. All right, so these are crooked cops. And then masked guy says, couldn't you have teleported directly into the room? But then you wouldn't get to shoot anything. Okay, there's some subtle humor in here. I like that. So, and she doesn't know these guys. She said, hey, if you want to kill me, just do it. If you want to save me, just get on with it. So Javier gives her these knives and it turns into, I don't know, a lock, and then she can, I don't know, unlock herself. Then the cops come in, they're teleporting away, and the cop says, hey, holy shit, do you see, they just vanished. Did you see that? No, and neither did you. So they are being stunned at what's happening. So Javier and the other guy is just explaining the situation to Gina, right? And he says, so you're telling me that you, me, and Skeletor are cousins, and the three of us need to save the world from the monsters who set me up? Pretty much, right? And she says, well, I don't have time for that. So Lorenzo says, maybe we need to say this again. Those big scary shits have his little brother. We're the only ones who can get him back. Yeah, you're not ditching us. You ditching us is not an option. Well, and then she says, well, I can because she needs me. Right? And then Javier says, well, I can help you with that. But hey, here's the other knife that I need to suppose to give you. And then, whoa, what's this? Crimson Cage. Is this good? She's turning into, I don't know, some great warrior, and she's just changed her mind. So she says, we can only do this if we're going to rescue my little sister, right? And they need to go to some place. And then Lorenzo says, well, I'm not sure, man. I vowed to never get back to that place. So I wonder, okay, what happened to you in the past at that place, right? So they're going to teleport there, and Gina explains that she and her sister was forced by the cartel to smuggle immigrants, across the border, and she doesn't do it anymore, and then her sister's getting kidnapped. So Yahweh says, hey, do you have a picture? And she shows the picture, and he's using, I don't know, his vision through time, see that she's still alive. So they are teleporting, but Javier is still figuring out how to use his power, which reminds me, let me go back. What does it say? Oh yeah, here. He says, what's going on with your staff, says he. No idea, but I barely know how to use it. Maybe there's trouble. I go back to this page because I want to highlight that Javier is not a very powerful sorcerer. He's just a young guy, 17 years old, tried to learn the ropes. He's also not brave and the best ever and the strongest ever. No, he's just a guy. And he also explains that if shit goes, shit hits the fan, that he says, well, I'm the type of run as fast as you can, away from danger kind of guy. So yeah, like I said, he's just a normal kid. He's just been thrown into certain situations. I like that a lot. That makes him relatable. And there was another thing here, but maybe we'll skip that for now. Anyway, so yeah, they're teleporting away, and Lorenzo is using his staff, and he had hoped for those energy blasts, but then the staff puts on some blinding light, and he says, "Well, that'll do for now," and he also changes the symbols, and there's, I don't know, arrows flying from from the staff, and killing everybody. And he says, so he's using his powers again, and he also admit that he's not really know how to teleport. Again, he's just a little bit learning the ropes here, and then he's just teleporting from place to place. And now he knows where she is. He's behind bars, and then, I don't know, the bad guys run through the gates and shooting at them, and then Lorenzo using his staff again, and then we have this time stop. Well, it's not really the Matrix because the bullets were flying. But then Javier is getting a little bit cocky. He wants to swing his staff at this guy, but then time's begun to move again, just at the baddest time ever. And yeah, this is happening. So Gina comes in, rescues her daughter, her sister, and deals with this guy. it's Jesus Christ. If you ever played the game Monster Hunter, from Capcom. Is it from Capcom? I believe it's Capcom. I'm playing that right now on my PC. It's actually a pretty good computer game, but these have those same type of weaponry. It's just awesome. So the bad guy says, "Hey, put the spear down or we end this little shit." So he says, "Now get down on the ground, hands behind your head, take off the mask. We like to look you in the eyes when we kill you." Not going to happen. So, but then Javier says, "Hey, please do it or they're going to kill me." And then these bad guys says, "Whoa, holy shit, it's him. Get the boss now." So I thought, wait, what? What's going on? Why do these people know this guy? Well, it seems that this guy has a brother who is, the head of the cartel. And that leads us to the next issue. So, and then just what we needed, more sibling rivalry. And that leads us to the next issue, which is also the end. So there's only 4 issues. So I'm liking this a lot. The Javier is, very relatable. I also like Lorenzo. Not so much about Gina because she's just coming in the 3rd issue, so she doesn't have really much time to develop. But overall, I'm digging this. It's not, top amazing quality, but the story is very fun. It's different, and I can see if people are, especially young people picking this up, are going to have a blast with them. Not only young people. I mean, I'm an old dude, and I'm liking this. So, guys, let me know what you think about this. Leave a comment below, and all that YouTube jazz. See you next time. Bye-bye.